folks. Looks like we're going to go ahead and do another drawing today. Let's go ahead and get started, huh? Alright, let's see what we end up with, huh? I know my lines are pretty light, so typically it doesn't show up too well on camera. I hope everybody's been doing good and keeping at the art. It's the only way to get better at it, that's for sure. You gotta keep at it. You gotta love it too, because it's something that'll love you back once you really put the time in on it. What are we drawing? I don't know yet. I mean, I know, but, you know, I'm just saying. I think that'll work. This pen already seems to be kind of losing a little bit of its ink flow that I liked. It's like a magic number when you shave. There's a certain length that looks really cool as a beard before you get into that like wilderness man look. So far, so good. Alright. Looks like this will be a pretty easy one to have sketched out. And this character I pretty much came up with a long time ago, but I never really did anything with it until this very day. Let's do a little bit over here. Yeah, let me switch pens real quick too. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah, here we go. Okay. This pen's really neat because it has a larger grip. My hands are kind of big, so they smaller pens don't always do it for me. But they really add some fatigue to your positioning. Yeah. This line right here I had a little bit of trouble with on the deciding what way I wanted it to flow. But it probably won't come up on camera, but I erased like a ton of lines, drew a ton of lines on that one portion. Yeah. Okay. Looks like we're flowing pretty good on this part. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, I think that'll work. I wonder if this is becoming more clear to you, what I'm doing. Pretty soon. Okay, here we go. I think the character will start to Get a little more clear in just a second here. Yeah, just about there. Oh, I got like a gloop of ink in there, man. It happens. Okay. I think I'm gonna try something right here. I didn't connect that arm for a certain reason. I think I'm gonna try it over here too. All right. Well, this is definitely a fun one. I'm having a good time with this one. And it's weird because every time you do a different drawing, it's some are just funner to do than others for some reason. There we go. Oh, just wagging the finger at you. All right. I'm laying off of certain areas, that way I don't immediately give the character away. It's a pretty clear character to see once I get a certain part of it completed. I guess let's just target down the leg area and finish off this other arm. She's holding a weapon too, but we'll get to that. That's a it's an amazing paradox weapon that I thought of. But I can explain that at a different time. Let's do this portion. Decided to add a little more width on that portion. There we go. Okay, I guess I'll target over here, which is the character upside down. I think it might start becoming a little more clear to you what I'm doing and who this lovely lady is. Ah, shucks, I just realized I should have tried that experimental line right there. That's okay. I mean, even though you're drawing, sometimes there's more efficient and easier ways to get better lines out of it. I think, honestly, you should just have the most fun and the most comfort with what you're drawing. And that's really it. Okay, we're almost there. Let me think of something really fast for you. Okay, here we go. Yeah, make it a little pointy right down there. Okay. Looks like that's starting to come along pretty good. Go. Well, it looks like we've got a good amount of it going already. It's a great deal of the character already drawn. But what's she holding, huh? We'll get to that in just a moment. I figure let's do all the major outline details. You know what, let's save that part. Okay. I think this will work just fine for this portion. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'll start it off, and I'll finish it last. Now let's put this portion of the work into it, and then we're going to come back to the rest of it, okay? And I figure for the sake of time, I'm not going to add a trillion elaborate details on something. You know what? Let's go ahead and just a little further. But what could it be? Haha. Having a good time with this one. Alright. Let's switch gears to... Yeah, going back to this one. This one's really good to counterbalance the other set of pins. As you can see, I ripped the edge of that paper. It's unfortunate, but it happens in the drawing world. It was during transport though, so that's the thing, is you don't want to walk around with papers all the time. Because I mean, I have them in a relatively secure place, but at the end of the day, it can still get jumbled up and messed up like anything else that you carry if you're not careful. And the funny thing is I thought I was, but you know how delicate paper is. Yeah, I think I'm gonna... Yeah, there we go. I might tip this portion off a little later if I choose to. If not, I could always correct either foot to match the other in certain width or consistency if I need to. That's the good thing about nowadays too. Don't be so harsh on yourself if you happen to make a mistake somewhere or something like that, because you can easily repair these lines in Photoshop. I mean, the more lines you mess up on, the more you gotta repair, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you want to repair as much as you have to. If you want to get it done right the first time, that's ideal, but art's a little too spontaneous to expect that every time. Okay. So far, so great. I'm having a good time with this one. There we go. Okay. Let's stitch this all together. Now this part's going to be extremely tedious to fully cater to in Photoshop, but if you love your work, you'll do it. It's really all that matters at the end of the day. Yeah, sometimes no matter what you choose to do on a character design, it's still going to add more time to what you're doing. Because all these fine details I have to get in with on a magnifying glass level. Any of you folks at home getting who this is yet? Because we're almost there. Add some details back here real fast. Okay. You know what? I've been teasing it long enough. Let's go get the rest of that weapon finished off. Haha, just kidding. I'm gonna do the eyes real quick. Now this regal dame don't take nothing from nobody. You mess with her, she'll end your life. And give you a new one. You'll see in just a minute. I think once I have it colored, then it'll all be clear. Okay, yeah, liking that. That's free detail. I don't know why I felt like adding that right there. I didn't even... And this detail I was about to leave out completely, but I think I'll add it now that I look at it. Huh? Not bad, folks. Alright, let me finish the last bit of this edge off and then I'll get right to it. We're almost there, folks. Yeah, and I'll round that edge out, no problem. Okay.